Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode. I was planning on doing a proper intro, but we're running late this morning, so that's why we're doing it like this. We're on our way to Dubai International Airport. We are due to fly from Terminal 3. It's exciting. I've got ready. I know the weather's a little bit cold, so I've got my gilet on. I've got my raincoat in my bag. So we're on the way to the airport. Once we get there, we'll see what it's like. Mask is here in the door pocket. I'll put that on as soon as we get to the airport and before we leave the car. So we're going to go on our way to check-in and then we'll talk to you later on. Okay guys, all checked in now. Boarding passes at the ready. So now we're going to go and clear through immigration. Our flight's delayed. It should be 9:20 in the morning. Instead it's now leaving at 10:15. But we still got to report to the gate on time for 8:45. So we're going to go and have a spot of breakfast. The other side of immigration here is beautiful. It's amazing. So we'll try and grab some of that for you as well. Okay guys, we're cleared through immigration. We've come up now to the Dubai Duty Free. And take her behind to win in a raffle. Just pan around down. Let's have a look. So what Dubai Duty Free is like. It goes on and on and on and on forever. So our next stop now, it's we've got loads of time to kill now. We've got 2.75 hours probably to kill, I think. So we're going to go and get some breakfast from somewhere. We're going to go and find a place to eat, sit down, relax and chill. So that was quite an easy experience. From the point my wife dropped us off outside, no, unless you're a traveller, unless you're a passenger, you cannot come inside the terminal. So they've got strict measures around that, which is what we couldn't record. Then the section previously where we checked in, that was just before we went into immigration. And now we're here up in Dubai Duty Free. So everything was very seamless. Just felt like it was normally for us. We've even got an Emirates hand sanitisation kit, which I'll just dig out of this bag. Which bag did you put it in, Dan? Should put it in this one, didn't I? We've got this, a travel hygiene kit. Got some masks, some gloves, some hand sanitizer, and some antibacterial wipes. So that's what we've got. In addition, like I say, only problem I've got is the luggage. But everything else seems normal. It's brilliant. Just the face masks are making me feel hot because of moving from one place to another. I'm sweating like anything. That's the only thing that feels abnormal. Mask has felt normal because we've been wearing it for months now here in Dubai, and it's a requirement. There's social distancing measures everywhere. Even in where we're clearing through immigration, as soon as they saw more than 2 people lining up, they were siphoning people off to other sides of immigration. So which is all good. It's good stuff. This is how it should be. So far, painless, completely painless. Right, so go and get some breakfast now. Okay guys, we've just had a spot breakfast in McDonald's. We've got about another 35-40 minutes before we need to get to the gate. So belly's full, looking forward to the flight even though it's delayed. But they've told us to report to the gate at 8:45. It's relatively quiet, the airport is, strangely. Never seen this Terminal 3 so quiet compared to what it has been. It's been chaotic in here. As you can imagine what the COVID has done to everybody. And a lot of people probably do not feel safe travelling for the right reasons, and they're right, they're not wrong. But what I'm trying to show is how enjoyable the experience can be with a mask. There's hand sanitizer stations dotted around everywhere, even here in McDonald's. Within the proximity we're sat in, there's 2 hand sanitizers. We've brought these small hand sanitizers with us. We've got these things strapped to our bags. And then obviously we've got our masks, which we can take off in Dubai as long as you're eating. You're sat in a public place to eat, you can take your mask off, and as you can see around us, the tables are all quite well spaced out, and there are some tables that they're bolted onto the floor, they've marked them, not available to sit on. But everything's spaced out quite well. Stuff here have got face shields on. Even the duty-free staff, a lot of them have got face shields on. So it's all good stuff. I can't complain. I'm quite happy to see all these precautions in place. It shows that the authorities here are quite confident about people having a safe mode of travel from what they've implemented, and I'm happy as well as a traveller, as a passenger, from what I've seen so far, and I feel extremely comfortable. I don't feel scared or feel any fear at all as such that most people would envisage. I was speaking to my mother last night. She was obviously worried, and obviously for the right reasons, very worried that what would happen. But I can quite confidently say now, from what I've experienced, it's an extremely safe environment that they've created, as long as you adhere to the rules. There are rules, and you have to follow them. You can't be dismissive of the rules. You have to take the rules on board, and you have to follow them. It's very important for your own well-being and for the well-being of others as well. So with that in mind, I'm just going to finish the rest of my breakfast. I've got a bit of orange juice to finish, and then we're going to go and use the public amenities, i.e. washroom, before we go anywhere near the gate, so we don't have to worry about that later. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear that, but I'm a little bit concerned on the flight, how it would be and how safe it would be. So just want to prepare myself for that. So far in the airport terminal, I can't complain. I'm quite happy. What the aircraft holds, I don't know. And I've not, like I said in my previous video, I've not travelled on British Airways for more than 10 years now. It's been at least. So not sure what they're like. I'm very used to the Emirates service standards. They're very disciplined in their approach. Maybe if I was flying on Emirates, I would feel a little bit more comfortable. But what British Airways has to hold, I don't know, and I hope they have also got equally as good measures, if not better, to put my mind at ease.
Okay guys, we've finally made it to the gate. Just look at the size of this A380, it's huge, and I think it's an A350 we're flying on. But look at the size of them, it's amazing. That's big. This is ginormous. We've been fortunate, we've flown on the A380 a few times now, and every time I see it, it's magnificent. I know logistically a lot of airlines feel that they're too expensive to run. Even Emirates has downsized its order and I think cancelled a lot of the orders that they had planned for the future. But it's a magnificent piece of engineering. It shows what we humans are capable of doing. We can build big birds like this that can take off into the air, double decker. It's massive inside. If you've never been on one and you have an option to fly on an A380, I would say do it. In a heartbeat, do it. And the feeling as a pilot would be amazing. I mean, as a child growing up, I'd always wanted to be a pilot. And when I first saw the A380 about 12 years ago, 13 years ago I think it was, and the whole concept of the plane made me think, I wish I'd paid more attention at school. I wish I'd made certain decisions in life, and I wish I'd become a pilot. Because today I could have been at the age I am, I could have been a captain of one of these things, or maybe even a co-pilot. Having met an Emirates captain for an A380 a couple of years ago, I had a long discussion with him, and he said it's never too late to become a pilot. He's got people that he works with who've had massive career changes. They may have been accountants and whatever, and they've actually paid to take flying lessons. And now they're flying A380s and 777s and all sorts of stuff. But it's a good thing. I mean, I love them. I love aircraft. I think if I had to choose between a car and an airplane, I think for me an airplane. And there's a Emirates flight taking off right now. I think it's a Boeing. Safe journey, guys. Anyway, back to our video. What was it like going through to the gate? Amazing. Again, it felt seamless, felt very easy, like it's always done for us before in our previous journeys. The only thing that strikes me right now is the number of people, the volume of traffic inside this terminal. This terminal, Terminal 3 for Emirates, is designed to be a volume terminal, and it today, sadly, does not have the capacity it should be operating at. I hope and I pray that these things change soon. This virus goes as quickly as it came, and things start to return back to normal. But I think for a long time, normal is going to be a mask, sanitizer, all these precautions governments around the world have put into place, so we'll have to follow them. So I'm just going to take a moment and reflect on these two beautiful planes. And in the distance, we've got DHL aircraft, Federal Express. This terminal, this airport is a big airport. It's got 2 runways, but it's big. It's big, and it used to be one of the busiest airports in the world, if not the busiest. But I'm in awe. Anyway, guys, I'll see you on board. Okay guys, we're at about 2,700 meters off the ground, which I don't know how much is in feet because it's not showing on the display. We are about 44 kilometers outside of the airport now, and we've got some fantastic views. I shared some of them with you just now. Well guided. In terms of facilities, I hope you got the announcement made by the cabin crew just now about the safety precautions in place. So far so good and unhindered in how we've travelled before. The exception would be the face mask, and obviously not, one of the things they said is not walk around too much and try not to stand in the alleys. So the next time we'll talk to you guys as we're about to approach London and touch down, and just enjoy some of these views just around that down.
But you can see the racetrack as well.
Read that.
Yeah.
Okay guys, we're about an hour away from landing in London. It's been a long flight. We've had to sort of go round and go across Saudi Arabia. I don't know what the real reason behind that is. Usually they go across the Arabian Gulf and straight across into the Mediterranean. But today it's been like that. Anyway, how's the journey been so far? It's been good. Was it worth it? Yes, I think for the money we paid, it was surely worth it. I mean, the food and beverages service was completely different to what we've been accustomed to over the years. It was mainly sandwiches and that sort of thing. Nothing like a hot meal that you usually get. Traditionally, we do enjoy them, me and my son. So on this occasion, bearing in mind what the current situation is, having to wear these masks, as we boarded the flight, they said to us they recommended we change these masks every 4 hours. So we're on our second set of masks now. So once we land, I guess we'll change back to our other masks. The experience in terms of COVID, any fear? No. All the passengers have been well behaved. The washrooms have been adequate. Not the nightmare that I thought they would be. Sanitization is there. There's wipes in the washroom, and plus we've got our trusted hand gels as well. So we've been regularly sanitizing our hands as well. So I think it's quite a comfortable experience, and not what we thought or what would have crossed people's minds about worry and this sort of stuff. So again, it comes down to this: follow the rules. Nothing more important than following the rules in this scenario. It's always the case. You follow the rules, everything's good. So, God willing, it's going to be good for us as well. So far, we've not had any inconvenience caused even wearing this mask. This mask has been extremely comfortable for us throughout the journey. We were worried that what would it be like wearing a mask for the full flight. It's been quite comfortable. All the passengers on board have been following the same rules. I've not seen a stewardess or a steward going to see a passenger and saying, put your mask on, like that. No, everybody is well behaved, everybody understands the severity of this situation. You just need to continue with the same severity at home, wherever you may be, and when you're out and about, masks and sanitizer, that's the rule. So once we've touched down, we'll touch base again with you guys, and then after the airport, we've cleared everything else. Should I stop recording now? Should I stop recording?
Please see signs in the immigration hall before proceeding through immigration for more information. If you are connecting onto another flight from Heathrow today, please check the information screens for your departing gate number. If it's not yet displayed, follow the purple signs will tell reservations. Please be aware that all and any liquids will be screened prior to your next flight, and they must be placed into a clear plastic bag to enable you to take these onto your next flight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when we do pull on to stand, we do kindly ask you to remain seated and refrain from collecting any personal belongings until your row numbers are announced, as we will be disembarking all customers in smaller groups today. Well, with us here at British Airways, the Lions would like to welcome customers to London and the surrounding areas. For those of you visiting, enjoy us today. Travelling on further today, we do of course wish you a safe and pleasant journey. On behalf of myself and the rest of the team today, so it's been a pleasure to be with you. Thank you and have a very good afternoon.
Okay guys, we've made it. We've collected our baggage. We're just on our way out. Cleared immigration. Very smooth, just as normal as it would be if you're travelling without this situation. Obviously, precautions are still there, you know, but there's hand sanitizers everywhere. The Terminal 5 very well catered for, so I have no worries or fears of travelling during COVID. So, journey is successful. My parents are just waiting on the other side. So I'm going to meet up with them, jump in the car and go. So until next time guys, take care, keep safe, stay safe.